Oh, so I went to Turkey for a month, and that was who said that? That was awesome. I said I went to Turkey for a month. I swear to God, this is true. Not making it up. Somebody went gobble gobble. Fucking awesome. He gave me a moment to wipe my glasses off. I had so much to think about. No, I went to. Thank you very much. I went to Turkey, the country, not the food. Oh no! Oh, honestly. Oh goodness, you are incorrigible. So, which was really strange. It was absolutely the most foreign place I've ever been to, and it was really wonderful sometimes and horrible the other times. And I don't know if you've ever been there or been to a place that's similar. I would imagine like Cairo would be kind of similar, but man, it's fucking nuts. And like I rented a car and immediately got lost. I got my directions to get on the super highway, you know, and but I ended up like up in these rambling hills where people are like carrying babies and sewage on their heads, and all the cobblestone, you know, like rough, awful donkeys in the street and stuff. And I got trying to back up, and I'm driving a stick shift, which I don't drive, and you know, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, and I'm just, it's just, oh, you spend your whole 3.5 weeks going, I can't, I don't know. What? I don't know what you're saying. I'm trying. I don't want this to be like this. I can't. And you know what else too is I never thought this would ever happen, but I really missed the universal application of the word dude and what it can stand for. Because I don't know what the Turkish equivalent of that is, and I don't really use it that much here, you know, only, but it has, you know, it's like when you don't know somebody's name and you want to tell them to, it's like pay attention, it's like, dude, you know what that is, like, dude, take a right, or whatever. It's just, if you don't know the name, you can, you know, or stop, it means, dude. It means stop, you know? We know what that means, but I didn't have the equivalent of that, because there are all these, like, constantly there are people, you know, because they're very bored. People are, like, asking you for money and stuff, and they have shitty scales. They really have, like, shitty weight scales that they come around, they want you to weigh yourself, and then you give them money for providing you that service. I need to know what my weight is right now. In kilograms. But anyway, so there's always people, and so the only thing I knew was from the phrase book, which those things are all, you know, bullshit. It's like Garrick Yoke is the only thing I could say to people, like Garrick Yoke, and it's really like if this situation was inverse, you know, it'd be like somebody here saying, you know, if you were bugging them saying, please, it is not necessary at this time. Please, it is not necessary at this time. That's what I was running around saying. And then like trying to be friendly and doing way too many hand gestures, you know, like hey, waving and what, you know, fake hat tipping. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was like, oh man, I'm like the Roberto Benigni of like this. You know, and it was but I had some really, really cool moments. Like there was this one, I won't tell you the whole thing that led up to it, but I was at this south. I drove down all the way down south to the coast. Spent a couple days in this place, and I got down, and I had the night before I had gotten really, really fucked up. During the day, I went on this boat thing that I thought was I guess I am going to tell the story. All right. I went on this boat thing that I thought was in one of those little harbors where they have it's in a touristy area where they have boat rides, and I went on the boat thinking that it's a boat tour thing, and these people are super nice, like, hey, sit down, you know, blah, blah, and it's a family and this one kind of Mr. Clean looking captain guy, and And they were making me food, and then we started drinking whatever the raki, which is the Turkish drink, which is like ouzo or something like that. It's really harsh, nasty shit, and it's licorice flavored, which outside of like liver and fetus are the worst flavors. Absolutely awful, and I don't like it. But I was being social, and hey, all right, we're drinking. It's hot, and I got fucking wasted. I hadn't really eaten, and I was hammered. We went through 2 bottles between 4 people, and the guy's throwing them in the water. Anyway, so I get up. The funny part was I forgot was it wasn't a tour thing. I just wandered onto this boat. For real, I didn't know this. This is how I found out. I'm sitting there for about a half hour. I'm eating food that they're making in the thing, and drinking with them. And we're talking. It's this Ukrainian family who knows this guy who's from Armenia, and now he does this, so we're sitting there, and after about a half hour, I go, hey, so is this gonna? When does the boat take off? You want to go for a ride? We go for a ride. And then I realized, like, oh wait, it's their boat. But that's how cool they were. They're the fucking nicest people in the world. The Turks are so fucking friendly. But anyway, so we went out, I got hammered, blah, blah, blah. I sprained my ankle really badly to the point, because I passed out in the park. I did. I passed out, which I never fucking do. Passed out around like 5 o'clock, woke up and it was dark in a public park. And I woke up saying merhaba, which is hello. So I woke up going, merhaba, hello, like that kind of equivalent to like, okay, good, I'm at home, and okay, go to work, have 42 minutes, catch subway, Anyway, so I hurt myself and blah, blah, and then I left and went down the coast, and I just went to chill out and get all the alcohol out of my system, and ended up in this beautiful place, no electricity, called Olympus, and it was fucking amazing. And there were these 2 kids who were running away from conscription in the Turkish military, and they were like really into psychedelic trance music. They had been going to school in London, and I just called them Trippy and Flippy, and they were these guys just eating acid and fucking listening like all the time. And if they weren't doing that, they were playing the didgeridoo. And man, that is something. If I was the last motherfucking person on the planet and all I had was a didgeridoo, after fucking 7 minutes, I would burn it for kindling. These guys are listening to it for fucking hours and days, and oh man, So I hooked up with these guys, and they're dancing even when there's no music. I'm not making this up. And they both dance. One guy does this thing, and the other guy does this thing. The other guy does this thing where he goes like this, like here behind him. He goes, and that'll come into play later. So the 3 of us take acid, and it's really fucking potent, strong acid, and it's just beautiful. And we're sitting after a while of all this beautiful nature, the fucking Milky Way. I mean, you can see it's fucking nuts what you can see, all this shit, and we're in, like 7,000-year-old civilization. What are they called? Not arenas, but those things where you sit, coliseums, little mini things of those, and they're all around, and just beautiful, man. And these guys choose, I mean, they're from there, so whatever, but they prefer to sit in the guy's, like, Passat, listening to the stuff for fucking hours. And it's all the windows are steaming up, and they're cranking like, and it's fucking, I am dying. It's hours of entertainment just watching these guys. Just the idea that in Turkey, taking acid, this beautiful place, and I'm in this like shitty, sweaty, stinky fucking Passat in the middle of this beauty, locked in here. It's all steamy, and you get like the sweat is starting. It's like crystallizing and condensing, and you can see it. And these guys are cranking this, bullshit, and it was cracking me up. Every once in a while, I get out of the car and I talk to a frog or something, and then I get back in, but the best thing was they rolled these huge fucking joints, and and this guy they kind of passed around this way, and then this guy who's in the he's driving, and I would pass to him and went in this circle, and then he would have the joint in his hand and just at random moments go. And I think, oh, cool. And I go, this happened like 17 times. So I go reach for it, and he go. That would make me laugh even harder. So the original point, this is how it really went off. But I went on this boat trip with all these, this 4-day boat trip where I slept up on the deck of this like wooden boat thing with all these Australians and New Zealanders. And it was fucking excruciating the first the first day and a half. And this guy would, all these girls were on it, like these 21-year-old girls who were backpacking for 2 years, and they would constantly sing Bob Marley songs, like braiding each other's hair, and like kind of I sit back here, I won't be good yet, sit back and then braid each other's hair, and then singing, like these 21-year-old white girls singing Buffalo Soldier. That's the way it was meant to be heard. Just a buffalo soldier, on a dreadlock rasta, fighting for survival. You're not fighting for survival. Fucking rich, spoiled. Anyway, but I don't even know why I brought up turkey. At some point, but shit. What else here?